John Osborne here. Let's do the FX Education Outlook for July 17th, 2017. We'll start out by looking at the Euro Pound. You can see we were watching this head and shoulders pattern that we had here at the last update we did, and we broke through that support that we had at 0.88143, came back up and retested it a bunch of times and dropped pretty strongly right down to the previous lows or so. And we kind of hovered there for a little bit and pulled back up again. So we did see the execution of the head and shoulders there at the top of an uptrend. This is the uptrend that we were looking at, is this longer term trend, so it wasn't exactly at the very top, but it still exhibited the same patterns that we usually like to see. So now what we see is a little bit of hesitation again, but the no closes above the 0.8509 that we have here, and therefore we will have to see how it does bouncing off this support line that we have here as we continue. For the Kiwi yen, you can see that we've pulled back now. This is the one we've been watching going up pretty steadily, and after consolidating a bit here, we actually broke through the support, the 81.924 support, just at the end of today's session. And now we're going to watch to see if we can break through this previous support line that we have here. We're just going to keep an eye on it for a little bit longer and see if it's going to continue moving lower. It looks like it might be doing a little bit more than consolidation, and it might be trying to reverse, so we'll keep an eye on that one. For the Aussie yen, it actually went up and hit our target. You can see barely right there we did break through and hit our green target, so that one reached our target right as it was breaking through this old trend line that we have here. So we'll watch to see if that will consolidate a little bit before it continues up higher. We're still looking bullish on our daily and our weekly, but our 240 is starting to look a little weak. For the dollar yen, that one is actually pulling back a little more. It's coming back to that trend line that we have, the second trend line we have on the weekly. And you can see we went up and retested that broken support that we had here. So this was our target, our stop estimate, and we broke through that. So we're up retesting that again now. For the euro, excuse me, euro US dollar, you can see we are hugging this old trend line as we move up. So we're looking to try to go higher. We're still looking bullish on our 240 now, and our weekly and our daily needs to start moving a little higher to confirm that. Also in the Aussie US dollar, you can see we also broke through our targets. We hit the target there, and we're consolidating a little bit after doing that. So we'll see if this consolidation strengthens again and we continue to move higher. We're still looking bullish on our daily and our weekly, but our 240 is turning down a little bit. In our bearish side, we got the dollar Swissy, and then that broke through this trend line here. So we're watching for that as a string of retests of that broken trend line. We're starting to see a move down. We're getting a little bit of a long wick here, which doesn't mean that it wants to run right now, but let's see what happens. Safer bet is to wait for a break of this previous swing low right here, which probably is in alignment with this low here, at least close enough. So safer bet is to wait for the 0.95907. Okay, we can also wait for this break point on our weekly from this previous pivot here. We got the dollar loonie. That one continues to move lower, moving down towards the 50-bar moving average. So let's see if we are breaking down through this previous pivot here. No, not yet, and we're just right about on the weekly average with that, so we'll see what happens. And the pound loonie, you can see breaking down through there and coming up for a little bit of a retest here. This could give us an opportunity for a continuation break and move lower again. We're still quite bearish on our weekly, so let's see what happens. And in our pending bearish area here, you can see we've made this move down a little bit here and back up, still consolidating within a range. And for the pound US dollar, we've now broken above this previous swing, so we're going to start to look at this one as potentially moving into a more bullish. We've got plenty of bullish on the daily and the weekly now, so let's see if we can get a consolidation trend line across the top here that we can look for a break. So I'm going to move this one into our bullish area here, and we'll begin to watch that there. Okay, and that'll do it for today. Remember, you can subscribe by clicking on my picture or watch previous videos by clicking on the image at the left. And until next time, have a great rest of your day.